Here it comes. Contains Alicia, Unholy Heretic. I think that's the end boss, right? And we have like a fuck ton of negative effects and even more positive effects. I don't even know what these are doing, but go for it. Let's go for it. Monster level 78, I think. It's somewhere mid-tier maps. Okay, there's some... just keep on moving. Wait, that's it? That's it? That was easy! Easy clapped. Easy, easy. Guards take 15% increase. Wait, that's it? Oh, currencies. Wait, that was it? That's the Sanctum? Yo, EK Ignite OP as fuck, dude. Unfortunate, he just fucking sniped me. Pew! And we got boots! Yeah, boots. Nice, boots. Look at them. Wow. Can I wash my hand with this shit loot? Hey, but I got an Exalted Orb. 7C. Okay. And a Hunter Exalted Orb. Nice. Dude, what the fuck is this? Oh boy. Hey, what the fuck? Nice. Bam! There we go. 115 of 115. Atlas clear. Hell yes. Next stop for Voidstones. Shield break. This Squire. Yo, is it worth something? Ooh! Yo! Nice! I was like going back in because, oh shit, I forgot the Metamorph. And there you go, another Divine Aroni. That's number 4. Omni. Ah! Shield. It's it's actually really good rolled. Easy first Sirus of the league, deathless. Easy peasy. Oh, gambling gloves. How many will it take? You piece of shit. Oh. Hey, this league is great. It's awesome, dude. Oh man, oh man, oh man. I'll never be good at this game. I never be good at this game.
Shouldn't be a problem.
Divine! How about we just go back? I don't care about this quest contract. It will drop again. Hey guys, and welcome to a new video. Today, update number 3, or end of day number 3 of the Sanctum League. And yeah, I've done pretty much everything I had planned besides 2 Void Stones. And so basically we started off the day with just grinding all the maps, grinding all the stuff, and we got our full completion, 115 of 115. Started to farm some Conquerors, some Guardians, like Shaper, Elder Guardians, and all this kind of stuff. And I had a pretty awesome journey so far, and I got a couple more Divines in my pockets based to some streamer client. Nah, I'm just kidding, dude. Streamer client is not even a thing, but I think it was like 2 extra or 3 Divines today. And basically, when it comes to upgrading the character, it is pretty much the same as we said yesterday. The flasks and everything was yesterday. So I made 2 major upgrades, I would say. One thing is, since all the items that I would like to have are ridiculously expensive, and I don't really know why, you know, maybe there's like some influencer doing influencers things, and that's why everything is so expensive. Jokes aside, large cluster jewel, 10 plus divines. Medium cluster jewels, 5 to 10 or 12 divines, it doesn't really matter. All my cluster jewel setups ridiculously expensive. And I did buy a base here, which is just like can be 4 to 5 passives, burning damage implicit, and I just alt spammed for Fan the Flames, and I just crafted this myself for like 5 chaos or whatever, and that's my Fan the Flames. So if you want to have Fan the Flames with like Brush with Death or something, then just think about spending another like 10 divines on items like that. So this is like a little bit out of the way, but there are several other upgrades that are a little bit cheaper that I want to plan to get in the next like 1 or 2 days. So what would be a cheaper update? Because for me personally, you know, if you have like absolutely no currency on stash, and then all of a sudden you say like, okay, next upgrade, 1 medium cluster for 10 divines. Then you got this one, you're like, okay, I need a large cluster now, so another 10 divines. And you're like, bro, dude, 10 divines a day on league start, you know, it's not like that easy. And so I decided to go another route this time around and investing into alternate quality gems. So basically I got here Divergent Malevolence, which is basically an increased damage with ailments, the alternate quality basically. I do not have this active as of right now. So a lot of people say like, how can you reserve all of these things? Even in the PUB, if you check here on the Malevolence, it is deactivated, okay? I have this gem in my gear just because I want to level the gem passively, but I need sources of mana reduced mana reservation efficiency to get my Hatred as a permanent aura that I have on Divine Blessing so far, and swap in the Malevolence to the Divine Blessing, right? But I got here Anomalous Discipline with increased damage. We have a Divergent Herald of Ash, which is increased area of effect. This is actually lower DPS overall because the normal Herald of Ash gives you increased fire damage, just like 15 or so. But hey, I like clearing, so I got a 20% increased AoE on my Herald of Ash as well. And I bought myself a Corrupted Obliteration with the implicit 20% increased AoE, just to stack more and more AoE to maybe be able at some point to just one-shot an entire legion. What else do we got? I got the Anomalous Ethereal Knives that I explained yesterday with the 2 additional projectiles based on the Helm enchant that you don't need. It's just quality of life. It's just, you know, your EK makes a circle. The Ring of Blades jewel that we had before basically in other leagues got removed. It's now a Helm enchant if you're wondering. Other than that, you know, just the classic things, just check my PUB, but there are a lot of like alternate qualities to just make it a little bit better, okay? So here on the Molten Shell, it's like additional armor. The buff can take additional damage, basically. Herald of Purity, the minions have chances to taunt. You always have like 4 minions up, so it happens very often that the minions are taunting a map boss, and you can literally just stand there and just hold down your EK, and the map boss just dies over time. The next big upgrade, since I was getting more and more currency, and I was like, Bro, man, I have like 5 divines, you know? I dropped another one. I had 6 divines. So what do I go for? Do I buy the Polaric Devastation? Do I get a Flammability on hit ring? Do I finally upgrade my super trash tier shield? Or do I finally get rid of my Tabby? Because today, at some point, I bought a Tabby for, I don't know what it was, but with a +2 projectile gems. But I know that something like a Skin of the Lords or the Skin of the Loyal do have this wonderful modifier, 100% increased global defenses. And what that means, if you check over here, I have like 14k armor right now. I unequipped this, it's like 7k. So it almost doubles my armor. My energy shield goes from 900 to like 1300. So you get a bunch of energy shield, you get a bunch of armor, and I thought this is like the better investment early on. And I got myself one with the Mind of a Matter. So just as a TLDR, Skin of the Loyal is the uncorrupted version. You would usually take this as your first step. Then you would upgrade later on to a Skin of the Lords. And then you would upgrade to a double corrupted Skin of the Loyal. So what happens is here that I showcased all my endgame PUBs and you never see a Skin of the Lords. And that's why currently a Skin of the Loyal I think is more expensive than a Skin of the Lords, but the Lords has +2 gems. Just be aware it says you can only socket corrupted gems in your chest. So sadly, like I corrupted all of my gems. Sadly, even my alternate quality Cold to Fire support just lost 8% quality. I lost 4% conversion, which is unlucky. So I'm gonna buy a new gem because I like perfection. At least I don't want to have it bricked in that case, right? So keep that in mind. And if you're wondering, those Skin of the Lords, they come with a random keystone. Some of those keystones, don't get fooled guys, some of those keystones can literally brick your build, okay? That means if you get a Skin of the Lords that has like Ancestral Bond, these are usually the cheap ones, right? Actually, let me quickly pull this one up. If you go PoE trade, so I can just go through it here real quick. We have Skin of the Lords, and we want to have like 3 red, 2 green, 1 blue, which is my current setup. So we have here Blood Magic. You know, do you think you want to have Blood Magic? No, absolutely not, because then you cannot reserve auras anymore. The Agnostic, absolutely terrible, because if you got Agnostic, it will permanently drain your mana to try to recover your life, and your maximum ES is 0. So you cannot use the Divine Blessing anymore because you don't have any energy shield anymore. It completely breaks the Eldritch Battery, Mind of a Matter stuff, right? And these are the cheap ones, you know, don't fall for them. They will break your build. There is other ones like, for example, Supreme Ego would be another one, is something like here. Auras from your skills can only affect you, which is fine, but 40% more mana reservation of aura skills. Say goodbye of activating more than 1 or 2 auras, you know? Don't get fooled. Get something that is either useful for your build, but they're gonna be very expensive, or take one that doesn't break your build. You can take one with Pain Attunement, because we are not low life, so this will at least not break my build, right? So please keep that in mind. I got myself one with Mind of a Matter. This is actually useful, because instead of like 1, 2, 3 points on the travel nodes, I can only use 2 points, and instead of the travel nodes on the top side, I can use like 1 extra 6% life for these two, right? So the Mind of a Matter Keystone is like, it's not useless, and it saves me like 1 or 2 skill points, right? Or at least 1 skill point at least, and then I get 1 life node instead of an int node, so it is overall still a win in this situation, right? And something you could potentially do is, if it is a keystone that is affected, you could technically, for example, let's say it is agnostic, you could get in a timeless jewel that is converting that, right? I'm pretty sure that this will remove the agnostic, right? Not 100% sure. Please try this at home, or try this not at home. But I would assume if it says Mind of a Matter and I have a keystone over here, a Lethal Pride or something, and it changes the keystone, you should actually get this one then. I hope so, okay? Sorry if this doesn't work. Some of you guys will surely try it out and let us know in the comments below. I will appreciate that. Good, so that's about the chest, that's about the alternate quality. So what about the further Atlas progression? As I said, I was having a blast. I was getting the quest Searing Exarch and the quest Eater of Worlds done. They sadly just didn't drop anything like the previous bosses. And I just bought a Maven invitation and it bricked. It cost me a divine to try, but I just felt like I have too low damage, okay? And I noticed that with having all these like puddles on the map, on the boss arena, so I know, dude, in phase 3, I'm just gonna die and just gonna like, I will need like 5 memory games to do her, right? I did do Sirus though, and it was deathless, So it was super easy, but Sirus doesn't really have an end range, basically. I could fight Sirus for half an hour and I would still be fine with any build because I have so many kills on Sirus. But if you bring a build to a Maven with low damage, then you're gonna suffer from a lot of degen floors and it will most likely gonna break your build. So instead, I would say, I did my map completion, I got 2 Void Stones, so now I want to like revamp my build a little bit. So I'm going to play a little bit of Path of Trading, you know, I'm going to start converting all my currency. I have like almost 1,000 jewelers again, hundreds of fusings and chromas and whatnot. So I'm going to start turning all of this into chaos. We're gonna farm more Conqueror maps. The Atlas passive tree, I did link you in the last 2 videos. I will also link you it this time around in the description below. And I used to have like all these points up to the pathological thingy, right? I unspec'd all of these to get myself these notes over here. So this is like the increased chance for Elder and Shaper Guardians to drop, and this one here is defeating a boss while witnessed has a chance to also witness another boss, right? So it gives you faster invitation. Why do I do this? Simply because I don't feel like spending 2 divines for an Uber Elder set or 1 divine for a Maven and stuff. So instead, I'm just gonna go farm up, you know, like a bunch of maps. Since I have all the completion going, I have a bunch of high tier maps. So I'm just gonna like tunnel T14, 15, 16 maps, Maven with Maven influence or Searing Exile or something like that, and just farm all the Guardian maps myself. And then like try it again like tomorrow or in 2 days. We're gonna see about that. And alongside this way, since I'm not spending the currency, I want to use the currency. I would say, I mean, we have like 1 divine and 200 chaos, so like around about 3 divines. I would say I'm getting another 3 or 4 divines out of the juice that I can sell. And then we're gonna see, maybe I buy some Awakened Gems, maybe I get the Polaric Devastation, maybe I get something, because at the moment we're looking at 1.2 million Ignite DPS. As of right now, it was not a problem to do this stuff, but Maven was the first encounter where I said, like, okay, I need more damage, right? So before revamping the entire build now and give you, like, a complete different POB, I decided to make this video right away, and now we're gonna, like, invest some more and you know, Path of Trading and do some stuff, and hopefully we're gonna get some extra, damage out of it. Maybe like 2.5, 3 million would already be like triple my damage, and this would make Maven a lot better in that case. But I'm gonna keep you guys updated. Another thing that I did, I was using all my Divine Vessels and upgraded all my Pantheons. This is something I do on every single character. Don't ask me why, because most of the time I don't even use them. But for now, I'm using Soul of the Brine King for cannot be stunned. Or at least you can be stunned, but you're not gonna get permanently stun locked. And I do have the Soul of Aberrath with Unaffected by Burning Ground, which in my opinion is going to be mandatory once you're gonna start farming the Searing Exile, which is my main type of farming. I'm not sure if the Maven thing is gonna be good. I'm gonna do all the Maven invitations once at least, so that's why I think I'm gonna start with Maven, just because I want to have all my favorite map slots free. I need to assign those maps, but I haven't figured out yet what strategy I want to do after I've got all my Void Stones, and then like start to actually grind some currency. But I need to do Cortex, I need Shaper, Elder, and they all need to be witnessed on top of that, so I can actually use them for all the invitations to unlock the Formed and all the other things, and it's gonna be a lot of additional Atlas passive points that I can use for my Atlas farming strategies. But overall, still having a super fun, super blast with the build, and I'll keep you guys updated in the upcoming days. Alright guys, thanks for tuning in, thanks for watching, and next video.